The snook is off the lead because we're in Haining. It doesn't have the same draconian dog laws that Hangzhou has. In Hangzhou, your dog is not allowed to be walked after 7 AM in the morning and before 7 PM at night. Yesterday we're house hunting again. It's Thursday and we're going over to this community over here, which is down the road from where we live, which is way back there with all that building work there. So we're not too far, but once again we're in Haining, where you can see there's no real development going on apart from this smallish development, and hopefully this local area is not sited for more building, but we'll have to keep an eye out for that. But we're just going to have a wander around and see what it's like around here. Yeah, so we're just at the corner. There's all this piece of green land being grown and cultivated, and this just looks like the road into the main area. So, and you can see all over there, it's just all countryside at the moment, and there's a bus there that I can get to work, the red bus.
These buildings are all fine.
They're all what?
That's all okay. The
Yeah.
place, no.
Do you want to cross over then? Yeah, there's quite a lot of apartments down there. And rows of shops. Yeah, a bit cooler. Yeah, it's a bit overcast and there are drops of rain. There was some torrential rain yesterday. But, quite a long parade of shops here. Issa said there's a supermarket down here somewhere in the front, and this way, the way we're going, is where the river is as well, so we're going to be much closer to the river. So this is just the usual sorts of shops, house agents that you sort of see, little restaurants, real estate agents, lots of agents. House buying, apartment buying is big in China at the moment. There's a bit of a house buying bubble, I think. Muslim restaurant there. Where? That one? Oh, this one. Muslim restaurant. Always clean and tidy in a Muslim restaurant. This is like just a typical community with the typical shops that you get around. But you can see all that side is just all, it's all, you know, undeveloped land, which might be developed, who knows, but at the moment it isn't, and it's 100% quieter here than it is around our apartment, despite the loudspeakers outside the shops. Rain's getting a bit heavier now, typically. Yeah, the wind's getting stronger and the rain's getting heavier, typically. So.
You want to go home or keep
No, let's keep going until it gets too bad. Too bad. Really. Oh, another pharmacy there. Probably don't get many foreigners down this part of the world.
I don't think there are any. Oh, the black girl said that she's been living this area.
In this area. So we're probably not very far away from the river. Behind these apartments here is probably the river, which will be nice if we could get an apartment with a river view, and it's not too expensive. I don't know if you pay a premium here for a river view or it's just normal. And just moving down the road about half a mile, hopefully the rent is going to be cheaper than what we pay now, which should be an extra bonus. Yeah, big balconies. These may be a bit bigger, it's a bit older. They've all got AC. The problem is we can't get onto the communities really to have a look around the inside without having one of the estate agents with us, because you know we won't be allowed to get through the security. Yeah, not a lot of stuff. Yeah, the basically stuff. Yeah.
But outside it's rough.
Uh-huh. Do you think we can just walk in there, look? Huh? There's a guard there.
Yes. Here is 1 million cheaper than other side.
Yeah, 165 per square meter. 165,000 a square meter.
No. That is a 1,065,000.
For the whole thing?
Yeah, 89 meters.
Oh.
But for our place, it's in like 2 million.
Uh-huh.
So 1 million cheaper.
Uh-huh. You think we can go in?
No, you don't.
Surprised you can't walk, get around to the river.
I don't think you can look around the river.
Well, I think we've turned a corner here, and I guess these are sort of the apartments we are going to be looking at this side, which is the riverside, hopefully. There'll be something available. A sign up there might be. People are hanging signs out their windows. But they build all these apartments and they have all these shops underneath, and none of them ever get used. They're just empty. Around every community there are all these units, and you only ever see one or two get taken up, a bit like this one with car repairs. That's very popular. Have a car repair place. The main gate. This is the main gate for this. There's some very glass ones over there. Look. Yi Pin Fu Di. What does that mean? What does it mean? Yin Pin Fu Di. What does that mean?
It means luxury
A lucky place to stay. Well, maybe it'll be lucky for us. Maybe it's an omen. I guess you could always sneak down into the garage and then sneak in through the garage.
Yeah, stealing your stuff.
So these are just empty empty units. It looks like one or two guys are doing stuff, but it's pointless just filming. That's pretty much the river. I'm pretty much certain ahead. So we'll. Oh.
The river is that side.
No, the river's there. I'm pretty sure that's the river.
The river's that side.
Well, my wife says the river's. We're not near the river, so we'll see who's right. Huh?
The river is that side.
I think that's the river there.
Don't check your map.
I will.
I'm pretty sure I tell you.
I'm gonna check my map, see where the river is, but I think it is directly ahead of us. So if everything goes to plan, we'll be living over there somewhere, and then we'll be just right by here, which is the greenway. The river's just over there. Snooky's off the lead for the first time for 2 or 3 years because we're in Haining. Yeah, Snooky's off the lead because we're in Haining. It doesn't have the same draconian dog laws that Hangzhou has. In Hangzhou, your dog is not allowed to be walked after 7 AM in the morning and before 7 PM at night. The dogs are not really meant to be walked out on the public highway. They have to be licensed. They have to have their rabies jabbed. Snooky, if you can see, has got her little tag on to prove that she is licensed, that she's got a license. In case anybody does ask. This bus is going to get me to work, I think, as well, if I really need to get the bus to work, but it's probably about an hour away by bus. Hey, what are you feeling, Snooky? First time without a lead for months, for years. And it's just much more relaxed out here, and we're only half a mile away from where we were, or where we are at the moment. So hopefully in 2 months we will be living around here, and we can start to enjoy a bit more of a relaxed life, to be honest. Yeah, although my life is pretty relaxed already, but there's just constant noise and dust, and where we live as well. So it'll be great to get away from that. Let's see if we can get onto the river now. Here's another view of the apartment we're thinking of looking at, and of course all these windows here look over the river. So that would be spectacular. Oh, there's the entrance to the golf club.
How busy is it?
Over there. So I'm pretty sure that this area here won't be developed because it's a golf club, and it's a very expensive golf club. And my buddy wanted to go and do 18 holes, and it was just ridiculously expensive. I can't even remember how expensive it was. It was that stupid, but it was a lot of money to go and just do 18 holes, not even be a member of the club. So we went round the back one set. We just wanted to go in and have a look, and they wouldn't let us in. You're not even allowed to go in and have a look, walk around, have a look. Even though we were pretending that I was a prospective, foreigner customer, they still wouldn't let us in. Not through the back door anyway. But that was the guy's job, so you can't blame him. He said go around the front. Fair enough. So now we're getting back into the area where we live, so you can see exactly why we want to move. Our apartment is just over there, facing these blocks here. this building work is to the left of us. That building work is in front of us from our apartment, and that is not what we want and what we're escaping from. And where we're going is down there. See those buildings on the horizon there? That's where we've just been, and well away. A 15-minute walk, and it's just going to make a huge amount of difference, because this stuff is going to be going on for another couple of years. It's not only getting the buildings finished, but it's and once the buildings are finished, the people have to go in and finish the apartments, because they sell the apartments unfinished, just concrete shells. So then you have to get the trades in yourself to fix them up. And even though that our apartments are 2 years old or more, you're constantly getting people renovating the apartments and drilling and hammering and all sorts of rackets going on, starting at 6 o'clock in the morning, often going on to quite late at night, although they're not meant to according to the law. But you know, what can you do when there's all this sort of stuff happening around here? It gives guys like this lots of employment, but it's not a very nice environment to live in. And it wasn't like this when we moved here. Just 2 years ago, all this was empty space. All of this that you can see around here was just empty spaces. Of course, the worry is that when we move down the road, that the empty spaces that we're seeing there will be developed. But that's China for you. You can't stop that development, but hopefully we can find a little niche by the river, by the golf club, that may not be developed because, you know, it's valuable, and find a little niche where it's going to stay quiet. Obviously people will do up their apartments now and then, but not like here. You can just hear the racket. This racket starts before 6 o'clock in the morning some days, and it'll keep going on at 10, 11 o'clock at night. It's non-stop. And then you've got the concrete trucks like that over there delivering 24 hours a day, because when they start pouring concrete, they have to keep pouring it 24 hours non-stop. So what you get are queues of lorries idling outside your apartments, ready to go and do their business. And yeah, that's the noise that we dread. That rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Hammer, hammer, hammer. It's an assault on the eardrums. It's noise pollution at its worst. People talk about air pollution, but you know, the air around here is pretty good. The air's good. The environment's nice, apart from this building work and the noise pollution and a bit of air pollution from the dust and stuff that goes on here. But you can see through the gap. That's where we're going, through that gap. That's that escape route. Now this is our apartment block here, this one on the corner, all 31 stories, and you can see that we've got all that building, and we've got this nightmare here all around us, and we're on the 9th floor here.